Hello everyone, in this video, we'll discuss the popular events organized by the Villagers and Heroes server EU1. I'll cover the crafting event, the rifts, and the elder boss raids, which can provide you with not only interesting challenges but also valuable rewards. I'll also share some useful tips and tricks to enhance your experience. So, if you want to learn how to become a true event master, keep watching. Villagers and Heroes events are organized by the players themselves. Since I don't know how things work on other servers, I'll only talk about the EU1 server. The crafting event is organized by crystal. During this event, a crystal is used that gives 20% more crafting experience and reduces crafting costs by 5%. The event lasts for about 2 hours. It takes place in designated locations, most often, as I've noticed, Marigold Harbor, though it can also occur in other cities. The event time and location are announced in the game chat. If the event is relevant and you haven't seen any information about it, you can always ask in the game chat. I'm sure there will be players who know. The crystal's effectiveness has been tested and confirmed. It's not magic, just real magic. The other two events are organized by Antavius. Briefly about Antavius, he is a very friendly player who plays as a warrior. If you want to learn more about him, there is an interview with him on the Villagers and Heroes website. Returning to the events, the first one is simply called the Rift. The exact location name is the Arcane Rift of Piran, and it is available from level 75. This is a raid of powerful bosses, where 10 bosses are defeated in about 30 minutes. After each boss is defeated, it drops gear of your level. It also drops a key needed to access the next level, or, as often happens to me, if there's no space for it, you can run through doors already opened by another player. Each boss has its own strategies, so the fights are not monotonous. The most challenging is the 7th boss, where the boss summons 2 additional mini-bosses 3 times. The interesting part is that the third pair of mini-bosses must be killed synchronously, meaning their HP cannot differ by more than 5%, otherwise, they heal and everything starts over. So, to defeat them, players do not use powerful skills, only auto-attack, making it easier to track their HP, and maintain a difference of no more than 5%. Players announce HP in the local chat so both groups can adjust their attack frequency. Most memorable story, while fighting this boss, we took a very long time because new players didn't follow the advice of experienced players. Other bosses are not as hard, you need to avoid their hits, not stand in AoE damage zones, avoid poisons, and so on. And remember, it's not as carnival bosses aren't in the habit of handing out candy. The next event is the 95 level Elder Boss Raid. This is different from the previous Elder Boss fights. You can enter this zone only after completing the main quest, which is not done quickly, and you need to be level 95. The first time you enter this zone, you will have a quest that introduces you to the raid process. While fighting each Elder, you need to take a quest. Once you take it, a countdown timer appears on the right side. You should only take the quest when Antavius gives the signal. This is a time marker, or you see the phrase "Get ready" all in the chat. Be ready to take the quest. Often, players face the problem of not being able to target the NPC, because it's surrounded by players. A little trick to solve this is to press the attack button, and target the NPC, then taking the quest becomes easy. The essence of the quest is, you need to kill the monsters along the way to the boss. By clicking on the timer, you can see the quest progress. If you reach the boss and see that there are missing monsters, the boss kill won't count. You will need to return to the same NPC and cancel the quest. Just make sure not to mistakenly take the quest again. After cancelling the quest, you shouldn't see the timer. If you do, it means you cancelled and took it again. After cancelling the quest, you can participate in other Elder fights, but the principle remains the same. If you don't know where the NPC is, ask in the chat where to cancel the quest. You will get an answer with the NPC's coordinates. Players are indeed friendly and always wait for others. Just make sure to mention it in the chat. Similarly, if you die near the boss, do not get up until the boss is defeated. You should hear battle sounds. Once they stop, the boss will be dead, and you will not lose your quest and will receive loot. Inform that you're coming, and the team will wait for you. The first boss is quite simple, but, as with every Elder quest, you should not skip monsters that are important for the quest. The second Elder's uniqueness is that it summons clones, and you need to find the correct one among them. Watch other players or Antavius, and you'll know which one to attack. The third elder is not very difficult. Just, as mentioned before, don't skip monsters on the way to the elder. The fourth and final boss. Here, what you need to know is that at this boss everyone becomes like sprinters, so you need to keep up to have the monsters counted, as I mentioned before, but I'll repeat. To get loot from the boss, don't get discouraged if you die at this boss. It happens to most here. Remember, it's crucial to stay down, even if dead, until the other players kill the boss. This way, you won't lose the loot. Best place to lie down, maybe not by the campfire, but close enough. Now about the loot itself, why it is important, and why it's worth participating. The first thing, you'll get recipes for the best gear crafting. An important note, your crafting system should be level 95, not covered in cobwebs, or, if you're not a crafting enthusiast, ask someone to craft or sell you items. The second thing, of course, gold, which you can spend on home decorations, gear purchases, or premium items from players or auctions. For example, crafting or gathering tools that are better than ordinary ones, or anything else from the crown shop. The third thing, crafting materials. The fourth and not least important, and for some the most important, mounts. You can get a mount from loot boxes, recipes, gold, and mounts. Definitely better than Christmas. Elders and rifts occur on different days. If there were elders on that day, the next day will be rifts, then elders, and so on. If something changes, Antavis will announce it, but that happens rarely. Usually, it is postponed due to developers' live streams or the start of some other event. That's all. If I missed something, feel free to add in the comments or ask questions, and I'll try to answer. These events help strengthen the sense of community and gather more players online at the same time, where players can not only participate but also meet other players, chat, or just defeat strong enemies faster. If the bosses could talk, they'd probably complain about constant defeats. I hope this video was helpful, and will give you a better understanding of Villagers and Heroes events. If you have any questions or additions, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel to not miss new videos. Until next time, and good luck in your games.